All right, guys, what's going on? I came across some interesting posts and articles, and yeah, it kind of threw me for a loop. James Gunn, it was going around having talks over the last couple of years, talking about a Marvel slash DC crossover movie that could potentially be a good idea to produce. Now, I'm on the fence about that, but let's go ahead and talk about a bit more of what was going on. Now, James Gunn, for those who don't know, was director of the Guardians of the Galaxy, which is what most people know him from. They know him from the Star Trek reboots, as well as a couple of other projects. But in terms of comic book movies, he is known for the Guardians of the Galaxy 1, 2, and the third film that's going to be coming out soon. And also, he also directed the Suicide Squad and the DCEU. So he has had a foot in the MCU and DCEU. And the Suicide Squad, for those who haven't watched, is actually a pretty good film. I know people didn't like the first Suicide Squad, but the second one is actually really good. Now, one of the concepts that I came across, which I'm not really saying that that's what he was going for, said he would really happy to do a Harley Quinn and Groot movie, potentially bringing together two of the most popular characters from the DCEU and the MCU, respectively. That'd be a totally bad idea. That would be the worst idea you could possibly do. So, if you are going to do that, don't go for that. That you would mess up. You would bomb. And then I think that will actually work. That'll be focused too much on, again, the comedic stuff that definitely the MCU does suffer from. I don't want it to be that way. I actually like Harley Quinn. I like Harley Quinn's humor in the DCEU, but I don't think that they should go with a film with something like that. And plus, in actuality, it doesn't even really make sense. Why would Groot, this creature that's on a spaceship in space dealing with these intergalactic threats, be dealing with Harley Quinn, who's Earth based? It's kind of stupid. But Gunn is now leading DC Studios. For those who don't know, he took over as the Kevin Feige of the DCEU, along with Peter Safran, and has crafted a new DC universe. So far, I'm not impressed, and I'm still pissed off about what they did with Gal Gadot, Henry Cavill, to Ben Affleck. I really enjoyed them for the characters that they portrayed and how well they did it, and they just the leadership of the DCEU has just been overall crap, and the leadership of the DC has just been overall crap. Anyways, his new DC universe, it will kick off with 2025's Superman Legacy. You mean the one you just destroyed? Which Gunn is writing and directing. Which, if it turns out to be good, fine. I'm gonna still be pissed. But anyways, now I did read a series of comics because the DC and Marvel have been crossed over several times. You had a story about Batman with Daredevil, Batman versus the Punisher, Superman and Spider-Man, Superman, Spider-Man. They had the amalgamation universe, in which case characters from both sides were blended together to make new characters. And also, there was the JLA and Avengers comics, which I did read. And I think if they are going to do a Marvel versus DC crossover, this is the best way to do it. In which the series, it followed the earlier template of the 1960s Marvel vs. DC by having the two teams square off for the fate of their respective universes, because whichever universe lost would be destroyed. So there was a lot of stakes. There was a lot of stakes that were added to have these two groups fighting, and everybody's always wanting to see Thor fight Superman, Captain America fight Batman, Supergirl fight She-Hulk. Like, you know what I'm saying? That would be the best way about going to do a crossover like this, honestly. So I think it's an interesting idea, and I would be more for it if it was animated, because really the way the MCU is established and the DCEU is being reestablished, there's no way to actually do it. But I would be for an animated film that I think will have a lot more leeway to do this rather than a live action. That's another interesting thought to take into consideration too, because if they did do this, should it be live action, and should it be animated? I think again, animated will be the way to go, because the way that they're established, there's no way to actually do it. I mean, think about it. You have the MCU, but the legacy characters of the MCU, they're not there. You know, we don't have Captain America. We don't have Iron Man. Thor is pretty much gone. So why in the hell, you know, and Black Panther is not even there. You know, all of these legacy characters that should be in this aren't in this, and because the DCEU, the new DCEU, isn't fully established, those characters aren't there as well to do this. So I think it's a good idea. I just think it will probably work better as an animated film in its own little isolated universe. So in the comment section below, guys, tell me your thoughts. Do you think we need a Marvel / DC crossover? And would you like to see it as a live action, or would you like to see it as an animated film? Be sure to let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Hit that like, share, subscribe, and that notification button to get the best what we got going on in this channel.